The energy of August is a journey to reaping the fruits of karma. I'm an intuitive coach, and this is my energy report for the month of August. August is bookended by what seems to me like karmic moments. August begins by saying the collective is changing, whether you're feeling it as a tremor or as a volcanic explosion. There's no sidestepping that change. By the end of August, the energy says, ask and you shall receive, like a kind tutor assuring you that you have all the inputs and now only need to practice bringing your dreams into reality. The change here refers to the movement away from control-based systems to more trust-based systems of leadership. The guides have also made it their mission to pave the way week on week to your being the kind of leader who feels confident in saying the right words to the right people at the right time. Leadership here is defined as any person who continues to be in movement and follows a growth path. I'm being shown a continuation of the journey of the fruit that you followed through July, except that now this is in seed form and needs to grow into its potential. So August week 1 is an acknowledgement that things have changed. The triggering of the wounds from the father figure continues to need attention, and the healing is in accepting that there is a need for change in the collective and therefore also in the individual system. You need to acknowledge that patriarchal, control-based relationships are on their way out and new systems need to find roots. The seed is lying on the forest floor, working out where to allow its roots to emerge. August week 2 urges you to revisit the areas of wounding this time while discussing it with others. The shame we hold in sharing experiences that seem not so positive is part of the isolation required by control-based systems to stay in power. So the energy this week urges you to look at your experiences as a collective story and to share them so others feel encouraged to add theirs to this communal pot. No one is untouched. No one is unscathed. This week, it is important to understand that life is a compilation of experiences that you navigate. There is no shame in this, only life. Like the seed that releases its roots and now must allow those tender least resistance, not push against obstacles it is not yet capable of moving. So August week 3 talks about how being materialistic isn't all bad. It says very clearly that results matter. You are entitled to every wish, goal, dream, and want that you have. The universe wishes to express itself through you. Your purpose on this planet is to have the asks that you have. It helps the universe expand. Each of you is unique, and your unique set of desires help the universe experience more of itself. So by all means, want, ask, and trust that you will receive. What the universe wants you to practice consciously is to trust that the how will be taken care of. So if you want a partner that makes you feel good, focus on the feeling good, not how that will happen. Just like the seed trusts its roots to find their way and send back the nourishment it needs to start growing towards the surface. Now, August week 4 looks at what lies on the other side of healing, this wounding in your energetic centers and allowing your natural magic to unfold. The energy in this week feels like another karmic moment that says it's time to bring thoughts into reality. You have been told for too long that your voice does not matter if it is not saying what the rest of the world expects. That patriarchy inflicted wound has been removed over these last few weeks, and you can use this voice to ask for what you want and open yourself up to receiving. It feels like that moment when the seed is successful in breaking the surface and pushing out its first 2 leaves. There's still a lot to be achieved, but this is a breaking free moment in the last week of August. So let us look now at what this means for each sign For this, you need to look at your astrological chart or connect with me and I'll let you know your top 3 signs. I use whole sign houses and Western astrology for this breakdown, so take what resonates with you. Now, your rising sign is about you, your body, mind, and soul. The question to ask when you're listening to the report for your rising sign is to say, what is going on in my life? To ask, what is going on in my life? Your sun sign is your career and themes related to your father and father figures. So the question to ask is, what is influencing my career or significant masculine relationships? Now remember that you may be in a relationship with a woman who's very much in a masculine power. That too would be a masculine relationship. Your moon sign is your emotional space, your mother figures, where you have a sense of belonging. So the question to ask when you're thinking about your moon sign is, what is influencing my emotions or significant feminine relationships? Ideally, look at all 3 signs to get a complete view of what is happening to you in your life, especially if you're using this transit report to work on your energy and to harness the energy that is being provided this week for you to resolve whatever wounding, inner child work, shadow work that you need to do. So listen to all 3 signs to really get a holistic picture for that. But you can just look at your rising sign or just look at your sun sign if you don't know your rising sign. And this will still give you an input to what's happening in your life and what you need to navigate to have a better week. So let's begin. As always, Aries, rising sun and moon. The healing happens when balancing the needs of others with your own needs, leading to feeling more heard in your immediate environment, close relations, siblings, and neighbors. So Taurus, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your daily routines for body and work with your sleep, rest, and spiritual needs. You then feel more heard in how you value yourself and your approach to the materialistic aspects of life. For Gemini, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your creative fun and romantic urges with how you want your contribution to be seen in the world. You then feel more heard in who you are and your personality. For Cancer, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your concept of home, family, and relationships with your maternal figures, with their career and status. You then feel more heard concerning your insecurities and your need for privacy and rest. For Leo, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your communication style and expectations of your immediate environment with your need to explore the world, study further, and travel. You then feel more heard in how you want to be seen in the world and the networks you wish to belong to. For Virgo, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your finances, your sense of self-worth and values with the resources you share with others and their partners, business or intimate. You then feel more heard in your career and in your status goals. For Libra, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your own needs with your concern for others' needs. You then feel more heard in your need to explore the world, higher learning, and travel. For Scorpio, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your sleep, rest, and spiritual needs with the needs of the routines that support your work and health. You then feel more heard in your partnerships, whether it's work or intimate, and in sharing resources. For Sagittarius, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing how you wish to be seen in the world and your networks with your need for creative expression, fun, and romance. You then feel more heard in your intimate relationships, marriage, contracts you are negotiating. For Capricorn, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your career and status goals with your home, family, and expectations of maternal figures. You then feel more heard in the routines affecting your physical health and work. For Aquarius, rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your need to explore the world, travel, and higher learning with your immediate environment and expectations from siblings. You feel more heard in being creative, you're wanting romance and play. For Pisces rising sun and moon, the healing happens when balancing your need to have partnerships and share other people's resources with how you manage your finances, self-worth, and your values. You then feel more heard in your home, family, and in relationships with maternal figures. Now, the thing is that this is what you need to look at for the whole month. And every week, these areas will shift a little bit. But the week on week transits are basically a progression that helps you achieve this overall that you wish to achieve. So, if you are someone who journals, keep this as your overarching theme for August and see how week on week the energy helps you to achieve where you want to feel more heard, where you want more balance, etc., etc. So I hope that helps. Please connect with me if you have any questions. We are starting a study group every Saturday that will meet and discuss these transits. So if you're interested, write to me on asoneis.pn@gmail.com or comment below. Please, please, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it. Of course, only if it resonates with you and it feels good. But I'm assuming if you've heard me till now, it is something that you have enjoyed listening to. And it really helps me when I receive feedback and I know whether this is resonating, not resonating, so that I can improve this content that I'm sharing and so that I can continue sharing this content. So, in summary, February, even though we're in August right now, we need to look back at February because that was a month where we came face to face with our shadows. And now in August, it's a month to take us to the other side of the shadows, which are our gifts. So have a great month of August, and I will see you soon for the week 1 August report. Thank you. Do subscribe to this channel for regular updates. I drop a new episode every Friday for the week, and once a month there's a bonus episode for the whole month. I would love to hear from you. The next part of this report is about my process, so if you would like to hear it, but if you've heard it in previous videos, then this is just a repetition. So prior to being able to receive the downloads, my guides expect me to study the astrological and human design transits that are impacting the period of time the report is meant for. I usually study it for the whole month and then week on week. I call it the soap opera of the stars because when I started looking at the information and hearing the stories, it really feels like the planets and luminaries have their own little dramas with their plots and subplots. And we here on Earth are impacted because, all this energy in the universe, this force in the universe impacts us. So we need to work with that energy to ensure we are able to navigate life in the best manner possible. So to me, these are our, these are our warning signals or the lighthouse that helps us navigate safely to the shore we want to be on, which is hopefully freedom and liberation. So to know more about what I do, you can find me on Instagram as @Pallavi108, which is PALLAVI 108. I'm also on LinkedIn as Pallavi Nath. I have a Spotify channel. It's the same content but in podcast form, and it's called the Soap Opera of the Stars. I have a Medium publication, so same content but in written format. It's also called the Soap Opera of the Stars. You can also stay updated on all the new episodes by following my WhatsApp channel. This is also called the Soap Opera of the Stars. I'm also planning to start posting on X and Twitter, X and Threads. So if that's something you're interested in, then watch this space for more. So just to let you know what I do, as an intuitive coach, I work with clients one-to-one to reset their energetic blueprints for maximum impact. So what this means is it could be an energetic reset to their timelines that includes events right from conception to now. It could be energy from past lifetimes. It could be also ancestral lineages. Now, why it is important to do this is because there are lots of these hidden little things, just like I see this fractured solar plexus that is hidden in our energy that we're not aware of, that we're not conscious of. But as an energy coach, as an intuitive coach, I can see it in the system and I can work with the client to help release it, because after all, aren't we all looking for relief and ease? I certainly am. So yeah, this can happen for a client for themselves, an individual reset. It can happen for a relationship they're in, so that's a relationship reset. It can happen for the business they're running, and it can also happen in the space that they live or work in. So anywhere that you feel you need a little bit of an energy shift, like a facial for the energy, a deep tissue massage, connect with me. So apart from this, if you want non-face interaction, then I offer intuitive energy blueprint reports. These cover various aspects of your lived experience. They can be generated for you, they can be generated for loved ones. They're similar to the soap opera of the stars, but this is your natal chart. This is your human design setup. So it's very individual and unique to you. The report that I'm currently working on providing is one around purpose. I will provide reports on love and finance and career and so on and so forth. Right now I'm focusing on the first level, which is why are you here? Who are you on this planet? What is your quest? How does that combine to form your purpose? How do you then understand how this purpose and this current lifetime fits in with past and future lifetimes, and what are the important years so far in your life? What do you learn from them? What do you heal in them? And then what are the important markers over the next 10 years that you could prepare for and therefore navigate your life from that perspective? So this is something that I provide. You can check my link www.bit.ly/PN underscore reports. And I'm going to put that in the link in the description below. Another service that I provide is answers channeled from the guides. Now you can send this question to me on a form, and within 24 hours I will respond to you with a voice note. So these are specific to a situation, a decision, or a person where they need extra guidance, they need an input, they want to make a decision, or they just need to release anxiety. And this is important for them. So thank you for spending this time with me and my guides, and see you soon. Next Friday, next episode.